On an international flight to New York, Lily smiles as she looks at a photo of her boyfriend, John. To be with her boyfriend, she decides to study abroad in the United States, leaving her hometown behind. Since John couldn't pick her up, her mother arranged for a distant cousin, Sam, to meet her at the airport. Alone in an unfamiliar city, Lily can only wait in confusion after getting off the plane. Not long after, Sam, looking disheveled, arrives in a hurry in his own car. Lily had assumed Sam would be a respectable relative, but instead, he appears like this, and she even has to hold the car door closed with her hand. That's not all. On the way, Sam ends up in a confrontation with some hoodlums. Both sides square off, cursing and spitting at each other. On the way back, Lily feels like she's entered a garbage dump, with dirty streets and graffiti-covered walls. Inside the cheap rental apartment, everything is a mess, and a rumbling train passes close to the eaves. The refrigerator in the house still uses coal gas, and if not closed properly, it would leak gas. Sam tells her that he lives downstairs, and she can just stomp on the floor if she needs him. Seeing the situation before her, Lily realizes that her dreams and reality are worlds apart. The next morning, a groggy Sam is awakened by Lily. She wants to go to the train station to meet her boyfriend, which would be dangerous for a girl unfamiliar with the area. Sam reluctantly agrees to take her, though he mutters under his breath about how women are troublesome. Soon to be reunited with her long-awaited boyfriend, Lily is very excited. She asks Sam if she looks pretty and how many points she'd score, and Sam laughs, saying 100. To her shock, Lily catches her boyfriend with another girl. Humiliated and furious, she turns to leave, and her boyfriend catches up to explain. He says that girls here are very open and it's just like saying hi. Upon hearing this, Lily gets even angrier, tears streaming down her face as she throws away the clay dolls she had made over the past 2 months. As soon as she returns home, her boyfriend calls, and Sam arranges for them to meet at a restaurant. Lily tells John that she had saved up money for 2 years just to study with him. But John reveals that he's transferring to a school in Boston and will leave the next day. He compares relationships to sharks that need to keep swimming forward or they'll die. That night, a heartbroken Lily returns home, disheartened and distraught. Sitting on the floor, she covers her face and cries, not noticing that the stove fire has been extinguished by water. By the time Sam rushes over after smelling the gas, Lily has already passed out. Fortunately, she's discovered in time and is unharmed, but she spends her days listless and distraught. Still worried about her, Sam takes her out shopping to help take her mind off things. Unable to let go, she asks Sam to take her to Boston to find her boyfriend. Sam scolds her, saying she knows that the guy doesn't care for her, and she's still clinging to him desperately, making herself look pitiful. After a while, Lily slowly recovers from her most difficult times, and her mood gradually improves. Although she writes to her family only sharing good news and not her struggles, her funds are running low. Sam takes care of her in every aspect of life and even builds a bookshelf for Lily and helps her clean up the room. Lily complains that she can't see the Brooklyn Bridge since the window is nailed shut, so Sam specially paints a picture of it for her. Seeing her heirloom watch, Sam suggests she change the strap, but Lily says she can't even afford her tuition fees. However, she has found a part-time nanny job. Hearing that Lily likes opera, Sam lines up the next day to buy 2 tickets, wanting to invite her but too shy to ask. Finally, as Lily rushes off to work, she sees Sam arguing with the police not long after getting on the bus. She hurriedly gets off the bus to help him, and it turns out Sam was mistaken for a scalper when he tried to return the tickets. With Lily about to be late for work, Sam has no choice but to drive her there. Upon arriving at her employer's house, Sam helps Lily handle the spoiled and willful Anna. To show her gratitude, Lily makes a clay figurine for Sam, telling him he'd be quite handsome if he shaved his beard. Hearing this, Sam shaves his beard the next day and dons a stylish suit. At that moment, Lily is being harassed by Anna's mother's boyfriend. When Anna's mother sees this, she mistakenly thinks Lily is trying to seduce her lover. She fires Lily on the spot, and an angry Lily leaves without even taking her wages. Learning that Lily was humiliated, an enraged Sam teaches the man a lesson and helps Lily retrieve her deserved wages. Without a job, Lily resorts to making clay sculptures, and she and Sam take them to the streets to sell. With the money she earns, she treats him to pizza, and they eat while strolling around. Lily spots an exquisite watch strap in a shop along the street that would match her watch perfectly. Seeing the price, she can only awkwardly smile, and the two of them walk to the square where they run into John and his new girlfriend. Lily, feeling insecure, says that she isn't pretty enough and that's why John abandoned her. Sam feels a pang of bitterness in his heart and sternly lectures Lily, saying that she only cares about her looks and feels sad if she doesn't think she's pretty enough. He says if that were the case, he should have committed suicide long ago, and accuses her of still looking back at things she should have already let go of. Lily retorts that she must be the ugliest person on the street, and accuses Sam of always gambling and having no right to criticize her. Angered, Sam tells Lily not to bother him anymore. Feeling down, Sam goes gambling that night and wins quite a bit of money. However, before he can even enjoy it, his friend borrows it because his restaurant is being extorted for protection money. When Sam returns home, he sits on his bed eating bread when Lily sends a reconciliatory message. She even personally cooks for him, but her cooking skills leave much to be desired. Sam teaches her the proper technique for adding salt, saying to throw it from 2 feet away from the pot. If she's too close, the soup will be too salty, and if she's too far, it'll be too bland. Lily understands his point, and they both burst into laughter. The next day, they go to the park to play baseball and then take a walk by the sea. Lily says she wants to visit more places and broaden her horizons. Sam, however, says that he has traveled for 10 years on ships, leaving his footprints across all 7 continents and 5 oceans. He hopes one day to open a small restaurant here, with the entrance facing the Atlantic Ocean. Every evening after closing, he'd sit at the entrance, enjoying the sea breeze and drinking beer. He goes on to say that by that time, she might have already left. Lily responds that maybe she'd still be here, and Sam, moved, looks at her intently and says if she's still around, they could watch the sea together. Lily then helps him come up with a name for the restaurant, Sampan. On the way home, they ride in a horse-drawn carriage, drinking and eating. Sam's eyes reveal a different kind of emotion, and when they arrive home, the two sit close together. Sam wants to kiss her but hesitates, ultimately going downstairs instead. Lily senses his love, but she's only 23 years old while he's already 33. She's a promising college student, and he's a small-time troublemaker. Impoverished, down and out, and addicted to gambling, he feels he isn't worthy of her. But no one knows when love will strike. Sam, torn and conflicted, lies in bed lost in his thoughts. The next morning, he sets 3 major principles and 5 goals for himself, aiming to improve himself through education. He writes Sam loves trouble on the mirror. After some thought, he changes it to someone loves trouble. Lily's heart is also stirred. She writes a letter to her best friend, confiding her feelings and saying that it seems Sam likes her. She feels completely at ease with him, but she also knows that sometimes there's a man whom you love being with, but wouldn't marry. They come from 2 different worlds, and if they were to realize they are incompatible and separate, both would be devastated. As she knows, falling in love can drain one's energy. A week later, Sam throws a birthday party and invites Lily. Many friends come that night, drinking and dancing together, creating a lively atmosphere. Lily looks up to see John arriving, and she's instantly stunned. John, having changed his mind, has come to find her, leaving her in a dilemma. Seeing them laughing together, Sam feels like he's been soaked in vinegar from head to toe. He discards his barbecue and leaves, wandering the streets disheartened. Eventually, he heads to the casino and loses everything. His friend comes to borrow money from him again. Enraged, Sam immediately calls for people to deal with the gang that's extorting protection money. As he goes home to get his car, he runs into Lily and John. Gritting his teeth, he says, "Whoever dares to bully our Chinese community, I'll beat them up." Lily, knowing he's going to fight, tries to stop him by following his car but nearly gets hit by the car behind. On the way, Sam keeps looking back, feeling inexplicably annoyed. When he finds the gang collecting protection money, he gets into a brawl with them. The next day, Sam returns home dirty and disheveled to find his room cleaned and looking like new. Sunlight pours in through the window without restraint, and his clay figure even has a new doctoral cap on its head. He rushes to the shop and spends all his money to buy the watch strap that Lily likes. Meanwhile, Lily bumps into Anna at the park, and Anna's mother apologizes to her. The mother and daughter both plead with her to move in with them, and eventually, Lily agrees. With a radiant face and a spring in his step, Sam hurries home as Lily is packing her things to move out. She plans to bring the painting of the Brooklyn Bridge Sam made for her to her new home. At that moment, John arrives in his car to find Lily and ask for a reconciliation. He tells her that he couldn't sleep last night, thinking about her all the time. Lily, however, says that 3 people didn't sleep last night. John reluctantly helps her pack and drives her to Anna's house. When Sam arrives home and sees Lily and John moving her things, his expression immediately freezes. Sam thought the 2 of them had reconciled and were planning to move in together. Lily said she was going to move to Long Island. She left her address for Sam, who commented that Long Island was lovely in the fall. As Lily turned to leave, Sam gave her a gift. Lily also took out a gift for Sam, wishing him a happy birthday. Though he was reluctant to let her go, he could only smile and wish her a smooth journey. When she disappeared from his sight, Sam seemed to lose his soul. After a moment of hesitation, he chased after her, running through the streets until she vanished completely. In the car, Lily opened the gift box to find the golden watch strap specifically designed for her watch. She gently caressed it with her fingertips, then showed a bitter smile. Sam, standing by the sea, opened his box to find the watch Lily cherished. As the neon lights of the city began to glow, Sam sat by the shore, staring into the distance. A year later, in another autumn, Lily took Anna for a walk on the familiar beach. She told Anna about a friend she once knew, whose greatest wish was to open a restaurant here, named Shanban. At that moment, Anna pointed in the distance and asked if it was like the one she saw. Lily looked up, surprised to see that Sam's dream had come true. When Sam saw Lily smiling before him, he stood there, at a loss for words, his heart surging like tumultuous waves. An Autumn's Tale is a 1987 film directed by Mabel Chung. As a refreshing love story from the 1980s, the movie moved many people to tears back then. I remember watching this movie in the theater when I was young. At that age, I only remembered the scene where Chow Yun-fat chased after the car, which made me cry. After the movie ended, a young man from the same village rushed to the restroom. He didn't come out for a long time, and a few days later, he was found drowned in the river at the entrance of the village. Later on, I heard rumors about the young man who had met a girl while working in another city when he was younger. The girl's family was wealthy, and the man felt he wasn't good enough for her, or perhaps her family looked down on him. In a fit of anger, he returned to the village and, until a few days ago, left for work again in the middle of the night, carrying his bags. He was too proud to be seen during the day, and everyone said he must be going to find that girl again. However, he accidentally fell into the river and lost his life abruptly. The girl he longed for might still be waiting for him, or she might have already married someone else. She might never know that there was a man who had sealed her forever in his heart. What no one knew was that at the restroom door, I heard his muffled crying. I guess everyone has a fairy tale in their heart. Perhaps it's a ray of light in our difficult lives, with a fairy tale in our heart while our bodies remain in the city. We might not hold out hope for fairy tales to come true in reality. But the significance of the utopia within our hearts is that we don't necessarily have to obtain it. Instead, it serves as the driving force and meaning for us to keep moving forward. That's it for today's commentary. If you like it, don't forget to follow and share. See you next time.